right.
I know they are.
What's the meaning of this?
I'll tell her. I tried to tell her you were having lunch, Mr.
I'm
Quartermain,
real
but
sorry,
she
Eddie,
insisted.
but I just have to talk to you. I won't take long, I promise.
Oh, my dear, how are you?
Well-
Please sit down. Would you like some lunch, tea?
No, thank you. I really just came over here to tell you thank you very much for hiring Scott Baldwin to help defend Colton, but it didn't do any good.
Well, you mean Baldwin couldn't help your son?
Problem isn't with his advisors. The problem is with Colton. You know, he's not leaving us any alternative. Oh, Lila, he says he really wants to pay for what he's done. Well, I'm sorry. I really just came by to say thank you, and I really do appreciate your support. I really do, Sugar.
Oh, my dear, I wish I could do something. Now, if you need anything at all.
Thanks very much. I know I get on your nerves. I've rubbed you wrong from day one, and I'm sorry for it. But no hard feelings, huh, Eddie? Edward?
No hard feelings.
Oh, good. Well, goodbye, dear friends.
Thank heaven that's over. I did everything I could to help that woman. My conscience is clear. Hopefully, we've seen the last of her. People of our position cannot afford to acquire a reputation for consorting with the mother of a common criminal.
Edward Quartermain, you are a cruel, heartless snob.
Seen the last of you.
I thought you had. But your mother begged me to try again. Colton, could you tell me why you won't change your mind about pleading guilty? If you won't do it for your own sake, do it for your mother. You run her through the ringer.
Don't you think I know that? I've hurt a lot of people with this thing, the least of which is not my mother. I just wish they'd execute me and get it over with.
I still don't understand why you're so set on dying.
How many times do I have to tell you? I killed Frisco. I destroyed Felicia's life. I deserve to die.
But you weren't responsible for your actions, Colton. You were brainwashed. You were a pawn in events you couldn't begin to control. I can't help thinking there's something else at work here.
Like what?
Could it be you feel guilty about that bombing in Lebanon? The fact that you survived and all your friends died? Is that shame coupled with what happened to Frisco driving you to destroy yourself?
I don't know. Maybe I just can't help thinking that if I'd been blown to pieces like my buddies in Beirut, that Frisco would still be alive today. I mean, it's like I was saved in order to take another man's life.
But don't you see? You had no control over the bombing. The power that saved your life in Lebanon, call it fate, luck, whatever you want to call it, was the same exact force that took Frisco's. Now, look, Colton, I'm not saying that it's out of our hands. There are things in life that just happen. But you can't blame yourself for things you have absolutely no control over. The bombing in Beirut, Frisco's death.
All right. Look, there's no point in this discussion. Facts are facts. And the fact is that my life was spared. And I ended up taking the life of another man. I killed Frisco Jones, and there's one way that I can at least try to make amends for that. And that's to give up my own. And that's exactly what I intend to do. We finished. Let's go.
Aren't you just a little bit worried that all of this might be a waste of time?
Selling Colton's show? Why?
Well, if Colton is convicted as a murderer, I'd think his reputation would go down the tubes, not to mention his credibility.
He's not going to be convicted of anything.
Do you know something the authorities don't?
I know that he's not guilty. I know there has to be some explanation for this, and I'm sure Robert and Sean will find it.
Oh, speak for the devil.
Where have you been?
Robert will explain everything later. Right now, I'm in pretty much of a hurry.
Oh, whoa, to do what?
Catch a plane to Greece.
Grease? You better have an Academy Award-winning reason for running out of me this time, Sean. I'm telling you.
I'm sure this one will satisfy you. With a little bit of luck, I just might be able to save Colton's life.